With the great Bernard Hopkins. Bernard, what kind of fight can we expect to see on Saturday night?
Really a rumble. I think you're going to see Matthysse do what he do, and that is right there, aggressive and in your face, and put the pressure and try to wear you down. But he's an old opponent that has that same type of mentality. So that, to me, that spells fireworks, man. And I'm really looking forward to see who submerged from this fight and who become, in line to take over that division, because it's a loaded division.
That's wide open right now too.
It's wide open, but it's still talent underneath and around that top five. It's exciting to see what 2016 going to bring, because this is the last stretch of the year, and there's some big things lined up. But right now, we have coming up Saturday on HBO.
Yeah, definitely. Victor Postol is a little taller than Matthysse.
Yeah, about a couple of inches.
Couple inches. You've been taller than some of your opponents. How is that like an advantage to him, or will it even be an advantage going into Saturday?
Well, it could be, depending on who uses their size or lack of in the best form, because even a taller guy, an inch or two taller than a shorter guy, sometimes you can be up too close on him and he can get under you, and you can't really have that leverage to be able to tee off on him. So it all depends on like who uses their size or lack of in the best way they can, or to where it helps them more than hurt them. So I see a real inside fight here. I think it helps Matthysse, but I don't see an outside fight, for his opponent. Not even his opponent who he's fighting, because it's going to be one of those fights where they both got not the similar style, but they got that mentality where they're going to be banging.
Or they want to brawl.
So the size can make a difference depending on how they use it. They can use it to they like I said before, use it to their advantage or their disadvantage.
Golden Boy obviously has a last quarter of the year is going to be great. What else can you tell us? Obviously, the next big one, Triple G versus Lemieux. How do you see that going down?
I see that. I see the last stretch, as you just mentioned, is going to be good. I'm looking at this press room here. It's loaded. It's ready to start. Listen, this is the end of the book of the year, and most people remember the last chapter of the book, at least the last 3 or 4 chapters. And the middle and the first chapters of the book is not to sneeze at, but this is something that people are really excited about, because both matches has like equal chances to win. There's no talk about, Canelo should blow out Cotto should blow out Canelo, or even, Triple G. You hear more saying that Triple G is just going to, beat Lemieux, but then people saying Lemieux got a punch, and he's a scrappy kind of fighter and got pride and heart from Canada, and it's going to be mayhem down in New York City. So we see these starting Saturday on HBO, Matthysse, and all the way up to November. There's some exciting fights. You know what? I'm glad to be a part of any month in boxing, but definitely in the last 2 months or 3 months, considering now, into the year of 2000, going into the year 2016. I think it's absolutely great to have people's minds stuck on the last few shows promoted by Golden Boy and Rock Nation and others. So there's other people's involved, but out of the names, we are, of course, is the one most noticeable, or at least biggest.
Right, and you guys are definitely working with Rock Nation, working with Top Rank in this promotion.
Yes. Yeah, we're willing to work with anybody that's willing to do what's right for the fans in the boxing, and that is make the right matches. Whether people say, well, Golden Boy shouldn't be putting Lemieux in with Triple G. Of course, you heard that, people heard that, but listen, both of them are champions. I have some experience in the middleweight division, so to me, it's music to my ears to see that two guys want to put their belts together and become the undisputed middleweight champion in the world. No matter who's the A+, who's the B+, or A+, or A-. At the end of the day, they have the power in that square circle to prove anybody wrong or right when they go in there and win the fight. And that's the key. That's the key, and that's the thing of a champion.
All right. Obviously, you were part of a middleweight championship before. This isn't like an official middleweight championship, but is there like any type of extra pressure to kind of knowing that you kind of might have the next guy kind of coming up already?
Well, I think this fight here really stamp and improve like the light heavyweight division when I fought Sergey. Sergey beat me for my 2 titles, and he right now is known as the light heavyweight to beat in the light heavyweight division. We know Stevenson beat the man to become the man, but it's not what you done today, it's what you done lately. and we know in that division who's been busier and who fought the more quality opponents. So now let's backtrack to the middleweight division. To me, it's the same thing. If you can't get Quillen, you know, and there's nothing against Quillen, far as, you know, my personality towards his or anybody else, but when you see a champion want to fight another champion, and of course, you know, the money is going to be there, the business is going to be there, but first you got to at least say you want to fight. When you can't get past that, then you won't have the Lemieux and the Triple Gs or the Cotto or Canelo. Two fighters, no matter how much money there's soon to be out there or out there, if the two fighters don't want to come together, it ain't gonna happen. You know what I mean? So I mean, whether late or early, thank God we got Cotto and Canelo and also Lemieux and Triple G, because I still hear complaints about Pacquiao and Floyd should have happened 3 or 4, 5 years ago. I think the same thing would have happened, but at the same time, you ain't got to worry about. I'm saying about these two matches coming up. Right. And Saturday, you can throw that in as a bonus on HBO.
Yeah, definitely. Well, thanks a lot, Bernard. Appreciate the time.
All right, good.